How did Gucci build its fame? Today we are going to be talking about how Gucci built its fame. When one speaks fashion, names like Calvin Klein, Versace, Armani and Ralph Lauren come to mind. But the name Gucci towers above all of these. Standing aside from the general populace, created an aura of luxury and elitism has been the most distinctive strategy of the company. Over the years, the brand has transitioned into new generations and cultures as smoothly as silk on skin, seeing that it started way back in the early 20th century. In fact, 2021 marks 100 years of the brand that has wowed so many hearts. So it makes anyone wonder what makes Gucci so famous even after a century. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Before we go any further, remember to smash that like button and let's carry on. Gucci Flora. Many of you might know Gucci Flora as the perfume collection of the famous fashion brand. But did you know the Flora signature style had nothing to do with perfumes? When the Princess of Monaco requested a personalized design of Gucci, they were humble enough to make the floral scarf for the royal in 1966. This princess was none other than Grace Kelly, one of the iconic leading ladies in the American golden age of television in the 1950s. The Flora pattern was drawn by Vittorio Accornero, textile designer for the House of Gucci between 1960 and 1981. It included 43 types of flowers and 37 colors on a white background which highlighted flowers, berries, and insects. It has since then become its most distinctive pattern and has been dedicated as homage to the princess. The Gucci Boom. Gucci is an Italian fashion label founded by Guccio Gucci in 1921, making it one of the oldest Italian fashion brands in operation today. Like many historic fashion houses, the brand started as a luggage manufacturer, producing luxury travel products and equestrian types of equipment for Italy's wealthy upper classes. It was only after more than 30 years in Italy that Gucci experienced incredible success as a label of choice amongst wealthy travelers, Hollywood stars, as well as other well-heeled shoppers when it entered the American markets in 1953. It was renowned for its extravagant and opulent designs. And since the 1950s, after it penetrated one of the biggest consumer markets in the world and with Hollywood at the time in the middle of now commonly known as the golden era of television, Gucci not only became a niche in American fashion but also paved for other European, especially Italian fashion designers to gain entry and become popular. Family feud and Gucci ouster. The glamorous history of Gucci has been marred by the family feud of the 1980s. Gucci had three sons, Aldo, Vasco and Rodolfo, among whom the shares had been distributed. With a third generation of the Guccis getting into the family business, it became even more difficult for the older leadership of the business to handle everyone's dreams and ambitions. The first sparks appeared in 1969 when Aldo's son launched Gucci Boutique on his own. But it was with the death of the youngest and most famous of the Guccis, Rodolfo, in 1983, which launched a legal war and ended by giving the full control of Gucci to his son Maurizio. But with the finances of the company still in the red, Investcorp, the 48% shareholder, bought the remaining 50%, thus ending all Gucci family ties to the company in 1993. The Gucci fame. So now to the main part of this exclusive. How did Gucci acquire all of its fame? We have three words for you: inclusiveness, positioning, and innovation. Gucci has always been smart about which market it wanted to break in and in which it did not. In 1953, as Gucci sailed to invade in the American market, it turned out to be the golden era for the brand when the American consumers, especially the celebrities, popularized the brand with open arms. The brand knew that the film industry was at its peak within American streets. Actors and actresses were being hired or associated with brands, and Gucci, being a foreign brand, utilized this hype in its full swing to be associated with Elizabeth Taylor and Peter Sellers. This was an era when males in fashion were not in trend. When Gucci expanded to the East, it aimed at the Chinese and Japanese consumers, as it had done its research to know that most luxury consumers resided within those markets. Another collection was born when the brand was associated with overt sex appeal, an approach no runaway had dived into at the time and was gaining attraction not only in the West but the East too. The brand is not only known for the contribution it has made to the fashion industry, but also how it associated fashion to break stereotypes or boundaries to establish a brand aesthetic of its own. In 2015, the women's wear collection was redesigned to involve androgynous identity fashion into the mix, which was another streak success of the brand. Gucci has been a luxury brand that has been able to launch consecutive successful collections by imparting a cohesive message within its advertisements, campaigns, collections, and in-store experiences. Gucci has always been known to be associated with celebrities, and it continues to do so even today. Beyoncé wore a golden Gucci suit from the brand's 2016 collection in her groundbreaking album Lemonade, and also showcased the brand's adaptability nature to new trends by featuring Gucci's crop tops, leggings and high-waist booty shots in her Formation video from the same era. Also, Lady Gaga wore a red glittery Gucci suit as she performed the national anthem at the Super Bowl of 2016. These collaborations with famous celebrities influence their fan audience to buy or gravitate towards Gucci brand and also represent how in touch the brand is with popular pop cultures. Since technology has evolved a lot with time and now plays a major role in the millennials and Gen Z's daily routines, Gucci has stepped up than other luxury houses to create more personalized, humane services for its smartphone customers. It has opened call centers based in Florence, where Gucci's finest shop assistants' expertises are available to customers anywhere and at any time. Gucci plans to open 5 more stores like the call center, which promote the feeling of easy accessibility and inclusivity within Gucci customers. The brand wants its staff to form a personalized relationship with its customers and to help grow customer engagement with the brand. Providing easy fashion consultation to its luxury consumers by localizing the messages with respect to every customer's language and values will impart the correct brand messages to every part of the world seamlessly. Also, the most unique aspect of this brand was the creation of Gucci Art Lab. Within this lab, all Gucci shoes and leather bags are prototyped and are located near the headquarters of the company. This is the only museum made by a luxury house that includes 1. The history of what the brand has achieved, and 2. A warehouse for leather goods of the brand, a 2-in-1 workplace. This innovation had not been done by any luxury brand before Gucci, therefore the originality really appealed and attracted several consumers worldwide. Also, the artwork on the building is done by a set of diverse artists whose work has never been compiled together in one place. These new ideas, which reflected messages of diversity, made the brand stand out on its own and gain relevance in the modern markets globally. Almost every luxury house within the fashion industry has been criticized for not having a fair representation of gender, race, or culture within its workforce. And since sensitive topics like these affect all customers globally, it becomes mandatory for a brand to localize its products to make its customers feel inclusive and provide fair representation for its success. Gucci has always localized its products to fit a diverse range of markets, and it was imperative for it to take generation feedback and ideas into consideration too. The brand pursued this by forming a shadow committee in its workplace who often meet with technology experts to discuss ideas and approaches to inculcate within the brand. Gucci Forever. Because of the vast inclusive nature and the modern ideologies that the brand as a whole supports, Gucci has been able to bag loyal customers and a very happy workplace. Also, since young luxury consumers come to this brand with a much evolved expectation in comparison to the chic and posh style Gucci used to deliver in the 1900s, adaptation to accelerated markets and the ability to localize products quickly and seamlessly have become some of the known traits of the brand. And that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching and goodbye.